Good blessed Sunday morning, December the 22nd, 2024. The time being about 9:40 a.m. I greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. Doesn't matter whether you're the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. Doesn't matter whether you the proclaim toughest to the proclaim weakest person on the face of this earth. Doesn't matter whether you are my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't matter whether you like me or anything that I say or do. That's your prerogative. You have a First Amendment to the United States Constitution, a freedom of press, freedom of speech, freedom to protest, freedom to gather, and freedom to associate. If you're a felon, you probably want to check with your local law enforcement officials to see whether or not it's legal for felons to gather together or do any of the above things that I just mentioned. If you're on probation or parole, you want to ask your probation or your parole officer if you are legally able to participate in any of the things that I just said. What I want to talk about now is I'm going to talk about the black people in a lot of black communities, especially here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, that get grant money. Some of them want to say that it's to stop the violence. Namely, Lester Gillespie in the organizations that he have. He just came up with another group called Stop the Gun Violence. Now, if you take a look at all the gun violence that happened here in Charleston, Missouri, especially here on the southwest side, which Lester Gillespie don't live on, which is predominantly 99% black. Lester Gillespie and his wife and daughter and son-in-law, they live on the other side of town where it's 99.99% white. Matter of fact, right down the street, a couple of doors down from City Hall and the police department, where his buddy Robert Hearns is the chief of police, where his other buddy Brenton Farrow is the sheriff, which they work hand in hand with him. But I want you to just see, he have other groups. He got one that he called Fresh Start Self-Improvement Center. Three of the locations, if you Google it up, three of the locations, one of them, it says, is 308 North Main Street. If you look at 308 North Main Street, you don't see it being Fresh Start Self-Improvement Center. You see it where Lester Gillespie and his wife and them live at. If you see it 604 Paul Street here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, you don't see any activity as far as Fresh Start besides behind the fence that he built in this house that used to be his mother's, that he once upon a time rented out to one of his cousins, called her B, put her out, wouldn't fix it up, but got that grant money and fixed it up. Now he said that's one of the locations. The other location he says is 700 Cy Williams Avenue, or better known, or used to be known as Elm Street. Also part of the housing authority. When you look behind this fence at 604 Paul Street, brother, you will see a blue van back there. I believe it's a Ford that used to belong to the housing authority. Now, all the places that the housing authority give this van to, they give it to Lester Gillespie. I seen it once driven by Lester Gillespie when they was honoring Ricky Frazier when they fixed the basketball court up at the Lincoln School. I'm wondering what would the housing authorities, which is connected to our C.F. Bowen Center, both of them is located at 700 Elm Street. What would they get his van to this man? He got a bunch of other vans parked up in there. Apparently, he can't get anybody with the proper license because he used to have all them vans up and running. But he stopped when I set him out, saying that the people are supposed to have e-license, chauffeur's license to drive them vans, taking our kids around. And the maximum is supposed to be 14. And when other people complain, and when I was setting them out, they stopped driving them because they said they wasn't going to get no tickets or get no fines for putting 20 kids in a van that's built to transport 14 people. But anyway, I want y'all to just see how Lester Gillespie come up to these programs, because he done had people that taught him how to write these grants. Now, I'm going to show you another example. But first, we're going to ask him, why is them vans not moving? You making all these millions of dollars. Why is them vans not up and running? What would you want with that old van that the housing authority gave, what they used to use to inspect the housing authority projects with? What would you want with that van? Then I want to ask you about your Scranton family programs. An individual that you had in there by the last name of McIntyre, you had him. And one of the individuals' last name Easton and Jones. You had both of them families in the newspaper saying that they just passed your class. The next week, both of them families, each one of them family members that you had in there, I was in the courthouse. You wasn't up in there supporting them. Both of them, each individually, had a hit and run driving with no damn license. But they just finished your class. Driving with no damn license. Now, not only that, I want to ask you this here. One of the individual family, the McIntyre family, contacted me a couple of times when his children was going to your programs that you be getting this money for these children at the C.F. Bowen Center, 700 Elm Street or South William Drive. They was being jumped on by other children. He just passed your class. He came over there and told you about it. You said ain't nothing you can do. He told you about how they was misusing his kids or having problem with his kids in the schools. You didn't have nothing to do with it. Two homeless people came to you and you told them that I'm trying to set you up by sending them over there, and you told them you couldn't help them. But we got to help for them. But this individual, McIntyre, he called me, or actually texted me, about maybe 3 weeks ago. He was forced to move out of the projects. He couldn't get your help, but he just finished your class. He weighed in South or North Carolina now with a sign saying him and his children is homeless. But yet you say Scranton family. How in the hell is that family Scranton when they calling me? I ain't got no damn money, but I do what I can to help them. But you making millions of damn dollars. Millions of dollars. Then you got the audacity to sit in Lincoln School a couple of days with a balloon release while we up at, most of us up at the A.D. Simpson fighting for the freedom of this young guy, Main, who white supremacists, students and adults at Crystal City High School calling the whole team niggas and then getting in the man's face trying to harm these individuals. And yet, you wasn't nowhere around. You took it on yourself. You and your staff, as you say, y'all don't do a damn thing when it comes to no violence. You and your staff in that parking lot trying to promote your grant that you just got. They gave you the grant already. You ain't got to sit up there and lie and set a balloon releases for the people that done lost their family. I know some of them that done lost their family. They asked me, why you didn't come knock on their mama's door? Because their mama lost a child, but you got your selected people that you do it. And I ain't got nothing against anybody that was up there with him. This is him and any of his staff. I don't give a damn who you is. Y'all ain't fighting no violence. Ain't 9 times y'all came out of here on the scene. But what about that guy McIntyre? What about them 2 people that finished your class? Why in the hell is they driving with no license? If you Scranton families, they should have had their license and everything else they need. But guess what? The federal government got something for you when you get ready to file your taxes. You and your wife and your daughter. You and your daughter put false charges on me twice. Judge Gary Camp out of Cape Girardeau, Missouri, told you to take that shit on back somewhere else. Take it to the Susanna Western Family Learning Center. Take it to the Charleston, Missouri Police Department. Take it to the Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County Sheriff Department. Take it to the 33rd Circuit Court here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County with the judges that you got. But one thing about it, hey, I'm putting it out for y'all. I'm letting the people see. And I'm going to take them by a few spots. Asking them where was y'all at when some shooting happened. Matter of fact, some of the shooting happened right down the street from my damn house. I was out there. You see what I'm saying? I was out there. You know why I was out there? Because I'm a true activist. I've been down here going on 30 years. I bet you I did more than you and your staff did. All y'all doing is getting money. But let's go take a look at these things.
About the proclamation, we try to do this every year. So we are, with our committee, save our community from gun violence. So one thing we're going to do, we're going to release these balloons in honor of the people who have passed the gun violence. And if you lost anyone in your family this year, not even from gun violence, but just lost someone, and you still grieving, we grieving with you. And we know that it can be difficult. It's a difficult time. And I know it can be very traumatic, a very traumatic experience for some folks. But tonight, we're honoring the ones who passed our gun violence. And the reason why I got Bill and her grandkids in the middle is because she had 3 losses to gun violence. So, do we have a pastor out here? Well, I guess I can pray. I'm going to say a quick prayer right quick. Is she out here?
No, he didn't.
Okay. If we could just bow our heads. Dear Lord, we ask you tonight to put your arms around this family that have lost loved ones to gun violence. We also ask you to put your arms around the ones who just lost someone in general during the course of this year. Many have passed away. Dear Lord, we're asking you to bless this community in a very special way. We have lost so many to gun violence. And we're trying to eradicate gun violence within our community. We thank you for what you have done, what you're going to do, and what you're about to bring positive within our community. Dear Lord, we ask you to bless those families, because every time a gun violence happens, there are 2 people impacted. We ask you to bless those families as well, the ones who were perpetrators and also the victims of those crimes. In your name, Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen.
Amen.
At the count of 3, we're going to let our balloons loose in honor of those who have passed on within our community. Thank you all for coming out. So, 1, 2, 3. Let's go. No. There you go. It's gone, baby. It's gone. Thank you all.
All right, let's be you and your staff. What was y'all at about a year or so ago? Right past them 2 blue garbage cans in that field right there where that White House is at. Where was y'all at when that 15-year-old got shot? Right there, laying in the grass. Right down the street from my house. In the 600 block of Vine Street. Where were you and your staff at? You was over there on the other side of town. This is the black side of town. You and your wife and kids, y'all was over there on the white side of town. Collecting that money. Where was y'all at? Y'all wasn't nowhere around. But let's go a few other places now. Where was y'all at when people got shot up around here? Let me go down a little bit farther. Now this is Vine Street. Let me go down a little bit farther. Where was y'all at when the shooting happened around here? Huh? I'm going to tell y'all where you was at. You was somewhere figuring out what other program that y'all gonna put out. What was y'all at when that young girl got shot and killed right here? What was y'all at? See what y'all do? Y'all go over here with people that's having problems in the projects, and y'all make a deal with the housing authority. Don't put them out. Don't write them up. They coming over here and make us look like we got people supporting us. What was y'all at on right down there at this is war housing, and that's Gail right down there where the great car is at. What was y'all at when the 2 people got shot right there? Look at my YouTube videos. Y'all wasn't even out there. Your buddy Robert Hearns, the chief of police, allowed Barry Morgan, a captain on the police department who was on bond at the time, didn't supposed to be out on a call, out here doing more than anybody else. And he was on bond, no supposed to have a gun, don't supposed to be on going on no calls, supposed to be on administrative duty. But see, all of y'all working hand in hand. But we gonna go all the way down there to the end, y'all, and make a left on Paul Street. What was y'all at down here when all that shooting? What was y'all at? Huh? What was y'all at? I know where y'all was at. Y'all was up there trying to figure out a way to get some more money. Let's go down a little bit more. Now this man make millions of dollars, y'all. Millions of dollars. This is a 604 Paul Street location that's supposed to be fresh start self-improvement center. Let's get a count. 1. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. And this is what the Howling Authority gave him, y'all. This is what the Howling Authority gave him. Y'all see the van that the Howling Authority gave him? That's the van the Howling Authority gave him, y'all. This is supposed to be Fresh Start Self-Improvement Center location right here, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all go on head up there and see. Tell them y'all need some help. We gonna go down a little bit here. Right around the corner is where on December the 7th, 2022, Lester Gillespie tried to force his way into one of his his properties. And the sheriff deputy was there, Nicholas Pratt, told him he couldn't do it. Right in this area here, y'all. Right in this area here. He committed a burglary and an assault. And Nicholas Pratt, the sheriff deputy, did his job, locked Lester up because Lester wouldn't leave. And then took him down to the station, down to the detention center. And guess what the sheriff did? Sheriff let him go, y'all. Sheriff let Lester go, y'all. Ain't that something? He let him go. You see where we at here? We on Lee and Vine Street. We on Lee and Vine Street. You got people circling around. They don't know. They don't want to mess with me. Now, Lester got these in 3 locations here. He got it right here on Lee and Vine Street. But you look, now, if you're trying to help our children, the first thing you should have did all that damn money that you making, you should have let them children know you misspelled village. And let the children know village is not spelled Villiage. Village is spelled Village. But he said it take I don't know what that word is there, but I can't find it in the dictionary because it's not village. But it takes something to raise a child. It would take a community to end gun violence. See, that was all about getting grant money, y'all. All about getting grant money. He got it at this location, right across the street from where he was trying to, you would hear that girl hollering, saying stop. And you hear Lester hollering, talking about, this is my property. I can call Brent Farrow. But they let him see, if you don't charge him with a crime, it's like it never happened before. Just like they wouldn't charge him with what he did to me. But if he ever do that to me again, hey, he'll never do it to me again. I tell you that. He can come with all the individuals that he can come with all the individuals that he support, all these criminals and drug dealers that he support, if the shoe fit wear it, and I bet you he won't do it to me. You see what I'm saying? He won't do it, I'm gonna tell you that. But then he got another one down over there across the street from the liquor store on Marshall Street in Cy Williams. Then he got one all the way down at the end by Charles Williams Park, a park they named after a black man. But why you ain't got none of why you ain't got none of this here in the white community? You know why you ain't got it in the white community? Because they ain't gonna allow it. I'm saying all this to say that committee that Lester said he have, his staff that he said he have on this gun violence, try to see if you can get credentials to see if any of them been trained to deal with gun violence. Now, if the police, Charleston, Missouri Police Department and the Sheriff Department here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County can't stop the damn shooting and violence, how in the hell Lester Gillespie gonna do it? Lester Gillespie got one illiform arm. All he do, you see what I'm saying? And if you look, all he do is get all these programs to get millions of dollars. You seen all them vans? Only one van moving around. Oh, he maybe got one other new one that he ride around in every now and then. And all the millions of dollars he had, every last one of them damn vans should be inspected, certified to get ready to go, and people with e-license to be able to drive around. You know why they ain't? Because he ain't doing what he said he doing. I know the federal government is watching this here. If y'all need me to testify against that Lester Gillespie and his staff, I testify against all of them, old and young. I wouldn't give a damn how old they is. If you working with this man, knowing what this man is doing to our community, knowing how he did this young girl right across the street from here and her two children, later not only got her put out, later got the Children and Family Services to take her children's. Now she don't even have her children. But the same thing he did, God gonna do to your daughter and take your damn granddaughter. Send her ass off to North Korea some damn well with Kim. I know you don't like what I'm saying. Bring your ass down to the house. What was you and your staff when the people that got killed in this Lincoln parking lot, Lincoln School parking lot, what y'all call the Rocks now? What was you and your staff at now? Your building is right here that you're making the millions of dollars out of. What was your staff at? Huh? What was your staff at? This where y'all was a couple of days ago for a balloon release. You see what I'm saying? But other people asking me, why didn't y'all knock on their doors and ask them, do they want to come out? And the housing authority should be ashamed. They're allowing you to continue to run them programs there, but the federal government get you just like they got you for voter fraud. Let's go down here a little bit. Let's go down a little bit. Oh, the basketball court look good, don't it, y'all? After 30-something damn years, it should be. Let's go down here on this here corner, and I'm gonna leave it. What was you at when that young man got shot over here? Shot at 100 damn times. Shot and killed. What was y'all at? That's Cy Williams, y'all. This Cy Williams. Cy Williams and 8th Street. Ask him and his staff, what were they at? What was they at when this young man got shot and killed? Shot at 100 damn times. You think Lester Gillespie came out? I came out. I always come out. That's my duty. Peace be still. Let's not forget over here on Green Street, right off of Vine. What was you at when the shooting and killing was down there? What was you at when the shooting happened right up in here? And let me go on ahead and end where the first one at. We going down Vine Street, west on Vine. They have a lot of stuff they talk about, but where was him and his staff at? He built that staff up, you know what I mean? Because you got to have a staff when you get that grant money. But you take a look at his staff and see how many of they people is in jail for out here killing blacks, selling dope. You see what I'm saying? Check it out real good, y'all. Back to the drawing board. Y'all tell him and his staff how to spell village. What was you having that young man was found right over here laying down, right down the street from my house? Right here. What was you at? What was you at when he was laying down there shot? Nowhere around. Peace be still.
Is really hurting our community in such a way in which everybody's impacted by it.
Community leaders are sounding off after 6 people are shot in Charleston overnight. Good afternoon, everyone. Ahmad Latham spent the day in Charleston to get a community reaction to that shooting. He's live in the studio now with more.
Jeff, I talked to a couple community leaders earlier this afternoon. They tell me it seems like violent crime is rising in the region and they are looking to find solutions on combating this issue.
I think we're at a place now where we have to address those issues.
Lester Gillespie runs Fresh Start Self-Improvement Center in Charleston. Early Monday morning, 6 people were shot in a parking lot near the C.F. Bowden Civic Center. Gillespie offers programs for local kids at that center. He says incidents like this are frustrating.
We have to do a better job in finding protective factors so that we can address the risk. And then we have to tackle it from a standpoint of getting families involved, having those conversations.
If you can stop it now, we can keep it under control.
Robert Hearns is the chief of Charleston's Department of Public Safety. He says at night the center's parking lot, known as The Rocks, turns into an adult get-together.
It's just an area where people hang out at night, and people should be able to, you should be able to hang out and not worry about getting shot.
Hearns says working hand in hand with other agencies makes a difference.
And try to assist each other and give out information so that we can get these people in jail so they can reduce the violence.
And Gillespie's goal is to find solutions in protecting the community from gun violence.
We as a community have to come up with ways in which we can protect our youth, our senior citizens, our adults.
The 6 people shot received non-life-threatening injuries. Police are still searching for suspects. Chief Hearns tells me they are working with other local agencies as their search continues. In the studio, Ahmad Latham, Hearns.
Y'all will see Lester Gillespie and Robert Hearns, the chief of police here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County. Y'all see them together on a lot of news things talking about stopping the violence. But let me tell y'all something. Robert Hearns been on the police force over 30-something damn years. You rarely, if any time, see him in a courtroom stopping the violence. Let me tell you about Robert Hearns. He have a police department with 1 black on there, been on there 30-something years, been a sergeant damn near 30-something years, no promotion. No other police is making no promotions. White and black is leaving. You have a city council here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County. 1 black on there, and they trying to get rid of him. You have a school board here in Charleston, Missouri, R1 school district, no blacks on the school board. You have a Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County Sheriff Department with no black deputies. You have a prosecuting attorney's office here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County with no black staff. You have no black judges. But Lester Gillespie and some of them people that you see out there with that balloon release are NAACP members, if not the president. But they don't see nothing wrong with that. You know why? Because these people is letting them get money and they yes sir, no sir boss. They still living in 1619. The people that they try to attack is me. But my kids is grown now. When you come, you see what I'm wearing? Y'all wake up. Most of the town done woke up already. You know why? Because anytime you see Lester Gillespie have programs, you ain't gonna see a good 20, 15 adults. You're going to see a lot of children. A lot of times people don't want to watch their children. You see what I'm saying? So they send them off any place. When I was coming up, it was 9 of us. When we went to church, my mom and daddy was there. When I went to church when my children were little, they was there. Some people send their children off because they don't want to watch them. Stop having them damn children. Peace be still. Mississippi County Sheriff. No, that's the Charleston Police Department. I'm hoping, let's see what's going on. Which way are they going here? Going over the bridge. So So it must be something happening on the I-57 northbound. They didn't go over the viaduct, which is boomland. Let me ride my bike down and check it out. It's my type of work, y'all. Saving lives.